started, let's talk about the power of predictable marketing assets. Okay, so Marina, what does that mean? So let's look at our $1 Million Marketing Ascension Pyramid. You know, you go through your 5 levels from overwhelmed, confused, whatever it is, you know, real estate investor, all the way to confident CMO. Now, when you're at that CMO level, you also have something called predictable marketing asset predictability, which means you have, by assets, it means you have a marketing system in place that is working for you no matter what, that is bringing you predictable leads and deals every single month. Okay, and I'm going to talk about why that's so important. Now, the reason I'm calling it is an asset is because that's exactly what it is. You know, it's predictable income. You know, that's the most important thing here, predictable. So let's go into this. Most real estate investors that I know, I always ask my real estate investors, is this a hobby or a business for you? Right now, when I talk about hobby, this is usually what it looks like. You know, sometimes it might be, you know, you'll see a lot of things on social media, right? Facebook, Instagram, you'll see a lot of investors posting, but the back end looks like they're relying on hustle to keep income coming in and leads, right? They're barely making it by the skin of their teeth. They're hustling. They're stressed, anxious, depressed, erratic, can't sleep at night. They have unpredictable income cycles, feast and famine cycles. You'll have some awesome leads and deals coming through the table, and then there's nothing, right? And that cycle continues, feast and famine. You have some, you don't. You have some, you don't. It becomes this huge stressor on you, right? Your pies are extremely unbalanced, meaning every area of your life, physically, intellectually, emotionally, spiritually, extremely unbalanced life, right? Now, if this is a true business with systems and marketing assets that are predictable, you will see that as a business, it brings you peace. Your pies are more balanced because you have more time to spend it with the relationships, right? On yourself. You can work on yourself physically, emotionally, spiritually, right? Not just in your work life. And all of this is because you have predictable income and leads coming in. Another way you know you have a business versus a hobby is you can work, you have the time to work on high return on investment projects and tasks. So the reason I'm talking about business by design is because all businesses are a result of how they were designed. Whether the design took place on purpose or by accident, through reaction, lack of guidance, whatever it is, the clients you work with, the business you attract, the income cycles you're in, are you treating it like a hobby, a business, the hours you work, the type of work you do, and how you're able to do it are all by design that you created, okay? So that's why I say business by design. And by business by design, is this a business by design? Is this a hobby or a business that you're designing? Okay. Now, if you're falling more into this hobby category, that is what you have designed so far. Okay. And that's okay. We've all been there, especially when you're starting in this business, right? You have different seasons of being in this real estate investor business, but there comes a point where you get the guidance, you create the systems, you get the knowledge, where you have a big choice to make, where you get out of that hobby, hustler, stress, unbalanced feast and famine cycle and create assets that create this into a business where you become what? A chief marketing officer in your business, a CEO in your business, okay? So that's what I mean by business by design. Everything you're doing or not doing is either making this a hobby or a business for you, okay? And what I'm here for as guidance is to transition your mindset and your business, and that's why I even created $1 Million Marketing, right? So you can create predictable marketing assets. So what is predictable marketing assets? It's a marketing asset or system or process that is predictable, reliable, and measurable income. There's no more guessing where or when the next deal is coming from. I'm sure you can already, just this image alone, if you're not doing this already, just this image alone probably brings you joy to even think about, right? When you probably hear the words predictable, reliable income, that's amazing to hear, right? No more guessing where your next deal or leads or whatever money is going to be coming from. That's incredible, right? So it's just one of those things where I want you to have this new term in your brain at all times this year, okay? Predictable marketing asset or system or process, okay? So why is this important? The reason a predictable marketing asset is important is because you get to control who you work with, when you want to work, and make as much as you want. There's a reason why I only work 3 to 4 hours in my real estate investing business, okay? There's a big reason for that for me. It's a business by design. I'm a mom of 4. I have created my business and created amazing systems for my business where I don't need to work. And some days I don't even work 2 hours a day, okay? So it's one of those things where, you have full control when you create predictable marketing assets. And again, I'm not talking about predictable rehab assets, am I? No, because the predictable marketing assets is what's going to get you to do all the rehabs, the rentals, the money, right? Raising the money, whatever it is, selling the projects. Again, it's the first domino that falls. Another reason this is important is because until you are getting in more leads than you can handle, quality leads, nothing else matters, okay? That's when you have a hobby, okay? When you are getting leads sporadically, inconsistently, feast and famine cycles, whatever it is. Until you are getting more leads every month than you can handle, nothing else matters. Because that is what's going to get you into you building a pipeline, you getting to choose what deals you want to do, what deals you want to wholesale, what deals you want to refer out, instead of, ooh, I finally did my marketing this month, right? And a lead comes in, ooh, and I'm trying to make it work because it's the only one of 3 leads that came in and I need the money. You see the difference between the two? Picking the deals you want to do versus being forced to make the deal work. That's a very important difference, okay? Because you're not getting enough leads, but you need to do deals. And you're relying on you being a hustler. And, a lot of investors I know are amazing networkers, but they hustle, right? Like they'll network, get the deal, stop, do the rehab, and then they don't have anything after that. So then they go back to hustle, and they rely on that hustling networking kind of type of, I guess you can call it marketing, versus having a diverse marketing campaign and multiple marketing assets. And again, I'm sure you'll understand it's what I created in $1 Million Marketing, which I'll get into in just a moment as well. And the reason predictable market asset predictability is important is because you find more joy and peace in your business. You get to work on the fun aspects of your business, right? The ones that bring you joy, the ones that bring you high return on investment. This is what I call moving the needle in your business. It will allow you to raise more money for your business, to do more deals, to focus on a nice designed rehab, to focus on finding a buyer, okay? So once you create good marketing systems, assets, processes, you will find that will bring you more joy because you're picking what deals you want to do versus the deals picking you. Okay, so let me go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my Trello board. Give me one moment. All right, so let's talk about marketing assets. All right, Marina, you're talking about marketing assets. Give me a couple more specifics. Give me examples, whatever it is, right? So basically, this Trello board is allowing you to create these marketing assets. That's the beauty of this Trello board, okay? I'm going to give you an example that works for us. A marketing asset that we have worked in our business that brings us predictable income is our absentee and probate direct mail campaigns. We know when these are on autopilot and we are getting direct mail out to these two campaigns, we will without a doubt get leads that turn into deals. These two marketing assets, if I were to only do, and I have only been in a position, when I first had my kids, my 4 kids under 3.5, I had to choose the marketing assets that were making me the most amount of money. Okay. And I chose absentee, probate, networking, and online, which I'll get to in a moment as well, because these were the marketing assets and systems that I knew that no matter what, if I got rid of everything, that I knew if I kept on marketing to, that they would bring me income no